clients come in, I have an intake form that I read, a 12-page intake form before they come in. I say I am getting a lot more information. When I read that intake, I actually see their entire life. So my goal, and which is very different from psychotherapy, is in almost, because I don't believe that people should go through all their old stuff again. I feel that it should be very simple to say, I let it go. And then whatever is supposed to be let go at that time, that will happen. So together, what we do is we make a list of what negative emotions need to be released and what negative people, negative relationships are going on in their lives. So what we want to do is I have them talk to them inside their head and listen to what they have to say, because very often, as far as I'm concerned, we're taking information visually, auditorily, and kinesthetically. It means we're taking in information 3 different ways. And so sometimes it may not be that we're really understanding what is going on. So very often when people have an opportunity to talk to a person, they hear something from them that is very different from what they thought the problem was. So anyway, that gives them an opportunity to make peace with that person.
And are they lying down when they're talking? Are eyes closed or open?
For the first hour and a half, we're organizing the session.
Okay, so just
because
a conversation.
I don't want to program anybody with anything that they don't want.
Right.
So my goal is to understand exactly what they want, and then get rid of the negative emotions, the negative people, make peace with the part of them that is actually, that has actually created the situation. If it's an anxiety situation, there's a part of people, or in a sense, if it's cancer, let's say, there's a part of a person that the cancer is a warning sign, by the way, for a problem that is going on in a person's life. So we need to discover what that really caused the cancer emotionally or in their mind, because again, we're connecting mind, body, and soul.
Right.
So the cancer is saying, I need you to resolve this or that. And most people really understand that when they've had a dis-ease.
Right.
It's not a death sentence. It is a warning signal. So once you resolve the emotional issues that may have caused that cancer, you have the ability to heal your body, which is pretty powerful. And that we can do that. And doctors have actually experienced that over and over again. And they will even tell you that sometimes they just can't explain why those things happen.
Why some people get sicker and some people get better.
Yes, yes.
So you'd spend, let's say, an hour going through the results of the intake form and talking about it, and then your next hour.
So the next hour, no, I spend about an hour or an hour and a half.
Okay, so quite a long time.
And then the next hour and a half is actually hypnosis. So what we are doing is we are deprogramming the mind of negative experiences and thoughts simply by making peace with them. And it can be a very simple thing, like I take this anger and I release it. Now when you're very relaxed, the mind can say, hey, I can do that.
Right.
Like, what is anger? Anger is simply a thought, isn't it? So when we can start to let go of the negativity, then we can make peace with it and have a new belief system, which is, yes, I can find a way to heal myself.
So for the hypnosis, does a person lie down or they sit in a chair?
Well, I have like a lounge.
Yeah.
And that's what they're sitting in.
They sit like in a chaise longue, like, right.
They're comfortable.
So they're lying
Because
down or
it's an hour and
reclining.
a half.
Right. Okay.
So they aren't laying down, but they're half sitting.
Right.
So,
And their eyes open, or
no, their eyes are closed
Yeah.
because we want them to go inside. We want them to have an internal experience and let go. So, very often people say to me, well, Trudy, I could hear you in the background, but my mind was so relaxed, it felt like it sort of left.
so sort of like dreaming. So they're in a
Dreaming.
they're almost in a dream state.
I say fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I say, the subconscious mind never sleeps.
Right.
It just doesn't sleep. So that's why my work, I make an MP3 of the actual hypnosis I do for people, because I say that the work is not my work. I am the guide. I am giving you the tools, but you have to do the work.
So you make an MP3 and they take it home and listen to it.
Go to sleep with it.
Or they go to sleep with it.
Yeah.
So
they don't even have to listen to it.
Oh wow! So for an hour and a half, they're in a reclining thing
and
with their eyes
what
closed.
we call trance. Trance is deep relaxation.
So it's sort of like a deep meditative state.
Yes, and again, they can hear everything I have to say.
Right.
And the other thing is, hypnosis is very safe.
Right.
You can never program. Nobody will ever accept something that they do not want.
Right.
They just don't do. This is not a Woody Allen movie.
Right.
This is real internal healing, and that's basically what we're doing. So, another thing I do is what's called parts therapy. So it is, dealing with the part of you that is actually causing the situation to show up. That you want to find out, okay, so what is it that we can do to appease you and have you empower instead of protect you by showing up in dis-ease. How can we change the modality of your protection? This is your inner discussion to protect, to empower you to heal yourself. So we want to shift the disease into empowerment, that we want to release what actually caused the disease and empower someone to internally have a release. And as we know, disease disappears in many different ways.
Right.
Now, I am not saying do not see. I like the medical community. Right. There are certain people in the medical community that are not good, just as though there are certain people in my community that are not good. But you have to resonate with the person that you're dealing with.
And you personally had certain types of cancer as well. And
I had two kinds. I had breast cancer when I was 42, and I had throat cancer when I was 56.
Wow.
So.
And you went the traditional route. You did actually.
Yeah, the traditional route was fear-based, as I was fear-based when I was 42, and had a double mastectomy.
Wow.
Because nobody could theoretically tell me what was going on.